everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. It is time for the ZTE ZMax Pro full review my way. Now, what can I say different about this device at $99 at Metro PCS that a lot of other reviewers haven't already said? Seriously, what can I say different about this device that is sporting a Qualcomm Snapdragon 617, 2 gigs of RAM with 32 gigs of internal storage, expandable up to 256 gigs? What can I say different about a device that has a beautiful IPS LCD display, 6 inches, that in the settings has a bunch of different features that you can use with this fingerprint scanner that this device comes with? Now remember, this device reminds me somewhat of the Nexus 6 with the fingerprint sensor, scanner, sensor, whatever, reader. In settings, there's a way to set up this fingerprint sensor to do a lot of different things with this device. And if you want to watch a lot of what it can do, go over to Jay Will's channel. He goes over that specific area in a video and he covers a lot, okay? And I'm sure there's other YouTuber reviewers out there that cover this device in a lot of different ways than I'll be covering it, whether it's Techy, whether it's Paul Tech, whether it's Tony Pazzo, whether it's Anthony Knight, and I throw out all those names because I want you to go over and check out all their channels. If I'm missing somebody, my apologies. If you have this device, let me know in the comment section below, and I will send folks over to your channel, because you need to do homework on all your devices and why you're bringing that device in. Because this device, even though at $99, may not be for you. I feel funny even saying that, because at $99 for what you're getting, it should be for everyone, right? Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily does everybody love ZTE. Not does everybody out there want to go over and spend the time opening up a plan with Metro PCS, even though it's very simple. Not everybody wants a large display or device in their hand. Even if it comes with one hand mode, they just don't want a big device. Not everybody wants to leave their Samsung devices or their Apple devices, and nothing against them, but we know that the average consumer is tattooed to those names, and they hear ZTE and they think, what is that? What is ZTE? Oh, okay, it's a $99 device, so what's wrong with it? What doesn't it have? And that's just how we typically think. Well, not me. Not most of us that do reviews. Not most of us that are a little more techy. But I'm talking about the average person. And due respect, that's what the average consumer is like. The average user, the average person. This is a gorgeous display on a large device that has a lot to give you as a user, as a daily driver, not a backup device, as a daily driver. Underneath the hood, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 617 is pretty much flawless. I've had a couple little hiccups. That by far is no deal breaker. The front-facing cam, the 5 megapixel cam on this device, yeah, it works. When shooting video, it works. It's not the best, but it's not a deal breaker. Now, the back, shooting video, taking pics, thumbs up. It works, it does, and it's awesome. Yeah, maybe a software update for the front-facing cam will help it out a little bit. The speaker on the back, I wish it was either on the front or the bottom of the device, but it's efficient. It's not as loud as my Sony Xperia XA Ultra, but it's not very quiet either. So let me go into some music here, and let me share with you some non-copyrighted music if I can find that. And all songs, and let's start off right here. So you will know it's not as loud as the Sony. speaker is better than the J7 by that much. I have this all the way up. Let me find another song here that anyway, there's a sample. So yeah, the speaker isn't the best quality, but it isn't bad quality either. Again, going back to that $99 price. At the end of the day, with this device and all the hoopla surrounding it, and it overshadowing a lot of other devices, it has reason to. Because the specs on this device are specs that you will find on devices that are priced at $200, $300, and maybe even $400. Maybe even higher. I don't know. But when you think of $99 being the price point, regular price $180, if you port your number over to Metro PCS, you can get it as low as, I think it was like 30 bucks, somewhere around there. If I'm wrong, you can let me know down below. The quality build, the fingerprint sensor, a decent speaker, a beautiful IPS LCD 1080p display at 6 inches, the camera on the back, thumbs up, call quality messaging at the coast, in spotty areas, still efficient. Metro PCS did good there, as good as T-Mobile. Yeah, they're a branch off of them. That doesn't mean that they're as good specifically as T-Mobile, but I couldn't tell the difference between the two. Expandable memory. This device performs as good as any device out there that's priced at $200, $300, $400, $500, maybe even $600. I don't know. Thing is, I've had high-end devices in my hand that have hiccups here and there, and I've gotten a couple hiccups out of this, but for the most part, it's flawless in performance. It performs very well. Again, what more can I say outside of what everyone out there has already written or has said about this device? Seriously, what can I say different besides the fact that, hey, consider it. It doesn't take a lot of time to go over to Metro PCS, start up a $30 plan just to get the device at $99. Do it in shop. Don't order it online because you'll get that instant savings in shop. You won't get that instant savings online. You have to send it in. It's worth picking up for 99 bucks. My gosh, this is like the Nexus 6 all over again. It really is. The camera on the back of this device is better than the Nexus 6. It just is. Not in the front, but on the back it is. The quality build is probably no different than the Nexus 6. And it doesn't feel that large in hand. It really doesn't. So call quality, messaging, thumbs up. The quality build, thumbs up. Display, my media intake on this device, thumbs up. USB Type-C, woo, yeah, loving that. Battery life. You're going to get 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, 5.5. Okay, if I'm moderate, I can get 5 to 5.5. If I'm really heavy and I'm editing, well, I'm going to get less than that. And that's sufficient. And that's really good. Guys and gals, listen to me right now. I know there are a lot of devices, and what I do as a reviewer on this channel is I got a chance to bring in other devices and play with a lot of devices. Some of you are only picking up one device. Some of you are not willing to leave your carrier for Metro PCS, whether you're with Verizon, Sprint, or T-Mobile. Okay? you don't necessarily have to leave them. You can just go over and do a 30-day plan, get this device for $99, get an unlock code for as low as a couple bucks, $4. Within 24 hours, you have this unlocked. Something to think about. Now, this device, as far as I know, you might want to check Jay Will's channel. Now, the reason I've been mentioning him a lot is because he's done like a gazillion videos on this device. Like literally, video after video after video after. He's dedicated a lot of his channel to this device. So check with him as far as connectivity with Verizon and Sprint. I think he said it does connect to Verizon, but you should get it connected to AT&T and T-Mobile. Unlocked. Now, the unlocked app is already in the app drawer here. So once you get that code, you're not going to have to enter a number. You're just going to have to go inside the app drawer, and you're going to have a little app there that has, it's going to say unlock, and you're going to press on that, and it's going to automatically know that that unlock code was sent, and it's just going to happen. It's just going to do it. It's just going to unlock it using that app, unlocked app that's already integrated into this device through Metro PCS. Again, Jay Will is covering a ton of areas on this device. So, and I mentioned other guys that are connected with this device. You can go to their channels as well. Again, I'm going to name those guys off that I know of right now at the top of my head. Whether it's Anthony Knight, Techy, Paul Tech, Jay Will, Tony Pazzo, and myself. We're all going to give you something different, but I'm sure that it's Jay Will that has like a gazillion videos on this. So if there's any major questions as far as connectivity with other carriers, go there and check his channel out. He should have a video up on that. Okay, but yes, it's worth going over and just starting the plan. You don't have to use it 30 days. After 30 days it's done. You don't have to go back. You own a $99 device. It's unlocked. You're ready to go, and you got an awesome device. And it's a daily driver device. It's not a backup, but you can use it as a backup. Okay, so again, I don't know really what else to cover on this device. I probably said that 3 or 4 times, and I keep bringing up other areas, right? But it's worth it, man. It's worth it. It really is. This is a phenomenal device for $99. It is a beast of a device. It is a monster of a device for what you're getting. There's way more positives and a few little cons because there's just going to be some give and takes that you're going to get better on other devices, but those other devices most likely are going to cost you another $100, another $200, like my Sony device for $298. But those little bit of cons, they're not deal breakers at all. Literally, just don't even look at it that way, because you get so much more for 99 bucks. I think that's all I can say. You guys, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for paying attention to everything I bring to you, and consider me when considering me and the channel when it comes to purchasing any devices I bring in. But outside of telling you that this device is a beast, that it is a monster, and what you're paying for, wow! Yeah, I get excited. But please check out those other channels if you want a little bit more in detail. Okay, because that's all I'm going to say on this device. I'm glad to have both these devices. This is my Project 13. You are my Project 13. I'm out.